Thank you. And welcome to our hearing on overseeing the overseers, the Council of Inspectors General on Integrity and Efficiency. Among the most important and misunderstood jobs in our federal government is that of federal inspectors general. These unique federal employees straddle the executive and legislative branches and serve as critical components of effective oversight. IGs, better known by the public as federal watchdogs, help Congress uncover waste, fraud, and abuse at federal agencies, and they help agencies to find efficiencies that can improve service to the American public. IGs have served in this sometimes unpopular role for more than 40 years. In fiscal year 2017 alone, the IGs identified $32.7 billion in potential savings across the federal government, as documented in the nearly 4,000 reports released. IGs have also recovered $21.9 billion from settlements and civil judgments resulting from nearly 22,000 investigations. For American taxpayers, that means that for every dollar we invest to fund these offices, we can expect a $22 return. And IGs do more than save the federal government money. They improve agency safety, call balls and strikes on agencies that fail to follow established and fair processes and procedures, and they perform work that has the potential to save lives, like the Agency for International Development and its work examining the lessons learned from the agency's Ebola response efforts. Today's hearing examines the role of the Council of Inspectors General on integrity and efficiency and the role it plays in continuously improving the IG community. This interagency IG council, known as CIGI, serves as a hub of oversight, professionalization, and information sharing across the IG community. 11 years ago, Congress established CIGI by merging a council for the smaller IGs and one for the larger IGs. And CIGI began operations in 2009, making this CIGI's 10-year anniversary. The progress CIGI has made over the last decade is commendable. CIGI has tapped talented workforces to create oversight.gov, a one-stop shop for all reports issued by any of the 74 offices of Inspector General. This online tool allows the public and Congress to look across agency boundaries and identify top management challenges across the government. This tool also allows for real-time identification of issues that plague the federal government and give us as Congress a chance to generate enterprise solutions. We're here today to find ways to help CIGI build on these successes and examine ways to further explore efficient community-wide solutions that increase the independence of the IG community. After all, the community whose mission is to find efficiencies across government should challenge itself to find those same opportunities at home. I believe that CIGI's leadership can advance these goals. Most importantly, this hearing will probe whether CIGI is effectively performing its most important function, watching the watchdogs. The unique nature of the IG position makes oversight of the IGs complicated but essential. Currently, the Integrity Committee, which operates within CIGI, is charged with investigating allegations of wrongdoing against IG officials. The Integrity Committee has at times operated without transparency, which is in contrast with the values of the IG community itself, whose greatest strength is sunlight. I often say that IGs, the overseers of agencies, need to be as pure as driven snow, because if they're not, all of their work is tainted. And that is critical. The IG has to be respected by both sides of the aisle, by both bodies here in Congress, and by, more importantly, the public. I've also got particular concerns about offices of inspectors general who share their IT service with agencies that they oversee. Congress deliberately created the IGs 40 years ago to be independent from the agencies they oversee. While we trust agencies would never inappropriately access investigative materials created by their IGs, I am concerned that even the appearance of potential impropriety is a risk to IG independence. I think SIGI has been working in this area and could play a pivotal role in finding a collaborative cross-community solution to the problem. I also believe that SIGI needs to be more transparent. I've had my own personal experience several years ago and was left far from being satisfied. When two members of the committee filed a complaint, we witnessed the process firsthand. And it was a dismissive process, it was not a transparent process, and it raised real concerns. And I know, Mr. Horowitz, you and I met about that at the time, and I know that you were not unsympathetic to the concerns raised. And I'm eager to hear what progress we're making and need to make as we proceed. In celebrating 10 years of SIGI, we should also examine SIGI's role in filling IG vacancies by helping the President, agency heads, and Congress to find qualified candidates for vacant IG positions. Today, we'll examine whether those responsibilities need clarification or reinforcement. Too often, administrations do not understand the role of the Inspector General and attempt to infuse politics into the selection process for a new IG or worse. And again, that taints the process and compromises the integrity of the IG. Finally, this hearing will examine recent transparency measures SIGI and its Integrity Committee have adopted in its periodic reporting and explore options for codifying these reforms. We seek to ensure that the watchdog's watchdog remains above reproach by increasing the transparency and access to the Integrity Committee operations. And with that,